for the watch.
Episode 15. And today is May 15th. Wow. What an omen. But you know what? Before anything, we're just going to talk about the beginning of the weather report for the week. Tell us, Ollie.
It's gonna rain.
It is. And it did. It did very much, but it didn't stop the Yankees from sweeping the birds out of the stadium.
I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. Let's just start.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Let's start this shit now.
Right. We're live on YouTube, you know, right?
Are we? Oh, shit. Yes, we are. Okay. We're live on YouTube. That's fine. Okay. Welcome to the Pinstripe Strong Podcast. It's your boy, Joe's McFly.
And my name is Chris.
Yes, that is my co-host, Chris, there. And we are the Pinstripe Strong Podcast.
Yes.
And, you know, where we do weekly, well, not weekly.
Well,
right?
yeah.
A series reviews on the New York Yankees. In the future, maybe we'll do other things, you know. But for now, it's Yankees all the time. Pinstripe Strong. We are from the Bronx. We are, yes, for the Bronx.
By the Bronx.
And it's by the Bronx.
Yes.
So even though I was thinking about that definition the other day, it kind of sounds like all the same thing.
But it sounds good, though.
I digress.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's so today the Yankees actually finished sweeping the Orioles, and it was a great day to be at the stadium. Of course, single admission doubleheaders. You just can't beat the shit. I'm sorry. Especially, I mean, first of all, number one, single admission doubleheader. Number two, we won both games. Number three, they were fast as fuck. I mean, I was like, whoa, is this baseball?
I mean, a Yankee Red Sox game was probably longer than these two games.
Than the two games. Unbelievable. So it was a great. I have no words.
When you're facing a trash team like the Orioles, and somebody, obviously we'll get into it, but somebody like Herman pumping strikes. I mean, it was gonna fly. It was definitely gonna fly.
Yes. So. Once again, well, before anything, this episode is brought to you by you guys. You guys are listening here. You guys are joining us, of course. And without you guys, there is no podcast. There is no Pinstripe Strong Army. And make sure you guys do join the Pinstripe Strong Army by getting your merch. Feel free to go to teespring.com/Pinstripe Strong to get your merch. We will be adding more things into the store. And if you do want a Pinstripe Strong hat, make sure you do DM me either on Twitter or on Instagram. I'm going to be getting my website up soon. I know I keep saying that shit, but I will be getting the website up soon where you can be able to order hats and other things and see blog material and videos and all that stuff there. We're going to be having that and launching pretty soon. I just want to make sure when I do it right. Make sure you do follow me at Joe's McFly and follow the across all platforms. Follow the YouTube page, of course, at Joe's McFly to be able to see all of the live streams, the podcast. Also, you can be able to view it there. Subscribe and make sure you leave a 5-star review on those things. And also make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow Chris
McFly 28 on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes, keep it simple. So, and also follow the Pinstripe Strong Twitter and Instagram page at Pinstripe Strong. And with that being said, should we begin the news now, or should I do the? Well, you know what? I'll do the. I'll go ahead and I'll talk about
the positive.
We will do these positive things. So people have left us 5-star reviews, and they've been coming in by the droves. If you guys haven't already, we are running a contest right now that is actually running through May 19th.
Yeah, May 19th.
And I'm giving away 2 sweet tickets. Well, not me. It's, given to the channel. But it is the Pinstripe Strong Army is giving out 2 free tickets, 2 free sweet tickets to the Yankees versus Red Sox on May 31st. You must be able to attend the game. You cannot switch those for another game. There's no cash value for those games. You would get them, we would leave them for you at will call so you could be able to pick them up on the day of the game. But nonetheless, you can be able to win tickets to those games. The way that you can be able to enter are you need to subscribe to the podcast, of course. So look for us wherever podcasts are available. If you're watching us through YouTube, or if you're listening to us, make sure you do subscribe to the YouTube channel, as you need to do both. You would need to subscribe to whether it's Apple, Spotify, or on wherever you get your damn podcast. And of course, you could also be able to subscribe to me at Joe's McFly on YouTube. And once you do that, make sure you leave a comment either on this video or EP 13 and EP 14 to enter yourself into the contest. I hope, best of luck to whoever is part of the contestants. And yes, I hope you do win, as I will be there. It'll be me. I don't know if you're going, Chris. Chris, are you coming with me? You don't know yet.
Yeah, let's go.
Whatever. Anyway, so we do have a couple of reviews, 5-star reviews. If you guys haven't already, make sure you do leave a 5-star review on the podcast. There's a couple of people here. It says underrated podcast. This is by Forgot James.
Hello, Forgot James.
Yes. Says, actually, this podcast is great. Joe's has a great personality and energy to attract viewers and keep them engaged. Keep it going. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Mr. Smooth Awesomeness actually left one labeled passion. And it says, hey, Joe, this is Abdul. Love your fan reactions, and you epitomize the passion that we have for the Yankees. I enjoy the podcast and wish the best of luck, and I am sure it will be successful. Shout out to Chris as well. Well-spoken and brilliant analysis. Again, great podcast, and keep doing what you're doing. Best of luck and love your content. Whoo, that was good. That was good.
That was really good. That was pretty good.
Thank you so much. And this is Buffalo Chicken King. All right, so your man likes buffalo chicken.
I like buffalo chicken too.
Yes. Best Yankees podcast show. Wow, that's high praise. Joe's, and thank you so much for that. Joe's is the biggest Yankee fan out there, and he shows it every day with which I love. Super entertaining, very hardworking. I love this podcast. Keep up the fantastic work. Nice. So those are our 3 right there that we will be reading. So I'll read a couple more next time that we do have another series. Hopefully we do have one that has 3 games coming up now. Freaking Rays that are coming up. But yes, Chris, the way that this week started, and maybe I guess you might be able to say like a blessing in disguise, because it gave people a chance to kind of maybe decompress away from the game and things like that, because there were 2 rainouts.
Yeah, and within those rainouts, there was some newses.
The thing that kind of sucked about the rainouts, though, and I feel for the people, because I'm one of those people that would have stayed until like they would need to tell me to go home, and it sucks that the first game, and listen, the field just didn't drain properly. They found a window for them to be able to play the game in.
It was
didn't.
bad.
I guess you could kind of like hindsight looking into it, you could kind of say maybe it was a blessing in disguise, because instead of having Cessa start, we now had a Hap and a Herman game, better, rather than having Cessa start, which I don't have any doubts that Cessa would have probably done well, but it's a blessing in disguise there, right?
Things happen for a reason.
They do, but people waited around for 3 hours, Chris, and they were trying to watch this game. They stood there. The Yankees are trying the best that they could, and they have probably one of the best drainage system in the major leagues when it comes to their field. And what they do is that they take the tarp usually and they empty out the tarp into left field, and they just did not empty out. It was just like puddles, but they could not. They were like digging holes. They had freaking gophers out there trying to work for the Yankees, and nothing. It just didn't drain. So it kind of sucked.
Definitely sucked. And when we saw the news of Cessa starting over Loaizaga, at no point in time did we think injury.
Yeah, no, we did not think injury there, but I mean, I know we have some updates when it comes to injuries and people coming back and all of that stuff. Let us know, Chris, for your Pinstripe Strong
News.
Pinstripe. We need to get some
News.
drops. News.
So so we saw the Twitter, the tweet from Yankees PR, says it will start. We're like, okay. And we were just talking about that in the previous episode, how maybe Loaizaga, or Sessa should have, actually 2 episodes ago, when Loaizaga got rocked. And then Sessa came out and just basically did phenomenal with 5 Ks. And we're like, yeah, they should have just switched it. So when we saw the tweet, I'm like, okay, so they probably hurt us. But at no point in time did we think that Loaizaga was injured. But with that being said, Coley Harvey, follow Coley Harvey at Coley Harvey on Twitter. Once again, the Yankees get one back and lose one.
Who, by the way, Coley Harvey said he's down to join the podcast.
We definitely gotta organize that for sure. Coley Harvey's awesome. As Aaron Hicks gets reinstated off the IL, pitcher Jonathan Loaizaga, Johnny Lasagna, goes on the 10-day IL due to a right shoulder strain. That's retroactive to Friday. So still at 12 players on the IL.
Can't shake that number. Can't shake that damn number.
We can't shave that number. And one of the things that I put up that I found very interesting, Joe, because we were talking about that, the Yankees transfer right-hander Jonathan Loaizaga to the 60-day injured list.
Gone for a while.
Yeah. So let me see. Now it said Boone said that the Yankees could consider Loaizaga as a bullpen option once he rejoins the active roster. So it depends.
He will never leave the bullpen. Why?
He will never leave the bullpen. It depends where you're at the point of the season. We're probably talking about at least a couple months now before he's an option to get back with us. A lot can change between now and then as far as what our needs are. But I'm telling you, I think it's best for him to stick in the bullpen. So we got some more news. So Miguel Andujar, there was a lot of talk about him going back to AAA because he wasn't cutting it. He just wasn't getting it going.
Yep.
Aaron Boone, and this is from James Wagner on Twitter. Aaron Boone said the Yankees are considering an IL stint for Miguel Andujar, who has struggled at the plate since returning. He said he thinks the labor and tear is contributing to his hitting, and obviously we found out today Andujar will be out for the season. Any thoughts, Joe?
It really does suck for him. I love Andujar. I love his infectious personality. I love how he is, bro. It's just his attitude and all that work kind of. He has like this lunch pail kind of attitude that I love. And it sucks that a guy like that's been working hard worked hard all off season for his defense, and he's not perfect by any means, but a guy that puts the damn bat on the ball. When I seen him striking out as much, that's when it kind of told me like there's something going on with Andujar that's not normal. You get me? Because he doesn't strike out. He's the guy that puts the bat, the bat on the ball in play, all of those things. So for that to be able to happen, I mean, that was kind of fishy there. So I mean,
yeah, it definitely, yeah.
Yeah, no, it feels like a loss here. Of course, it is a loss here, but just get better and have the surgery now sooner than later, and then just come back as soon as possible.
And I don't want to think about the obvious or state the obvious. This season would have been a disaster if the Yankees weren't doing what they were doing, and people will talk about people that we didn't sign and people that we didn't trade and things like that. And you see, we lost Andujar for the year. We could have signed Machado, and you appreciate what the Yankees have done now because of that, and because it is we still with 12 men on the IL. We lost Andujar, who's a big, huge bat, even though it's his sophomore season this year. Huge bat that we lost, even with Urshela doing what he's doing and DJ LeMahieu doing what he's doing. It's still a major loss. But get well, get better, come back stronger. We miss you, Andujar, and can't wait for next season. Obviously, hopefully this season we end on top, but can't wait to see you next season.
Yeah,
Dylan Betances.
mm-hmm.
Dylan Betances has extended his flat ground throwing out of a distance of 90 feet.
Awesome.
This is from Roto World. Betances has begun to make a steady progress in his recovery from a right shoulder impingement. Though Yankees manager Aaron Boone noted Wednesday that there's still no timetable for when a 31-year-old setup man might be ready to begin mound work. Betances is on a 60-day injured list and probably won't be ready to join the bullpen in New York before mid-June.
Yep.
Now, there's no baseball activities yet for Greg Bird. It's going rather slow. This is as per Brian Hoke. Again, Brian Hoke as well, a great follow also on Twitter. James Paxton said he was pleasantly surprised to wake up with no swelling or soreness in his left knee. He's about to play catch and plans to throw a bullpen on Friday. Giancarlo Stanton is continuing to get at-bats in Tampa and do defensive work. Aaron Boone said he will try to find out what the specific injury is. He doesn't have a perfect shoulder by any means. And that's one thing that kind of bothered you, this whole like, mystery thing. Just elaborate on that.
It's just kind of concerning. Like we're in like 2 months into the season and we still don't know what the hell's wrong with Giancarlo's shoulder.
Right.
Like we still don't know exactly what's the problem here. Like I'm not one of those people that are gonna say, "Oh, fire the medical staff, or whatever."
That was me.
But it's like, yo, how do we not know? Like, what's going like with the Betances thing? Yeah. It took a while for us to like really know what's going on, and it's been a couple of things here going. You know, the miscommunication with Severino. You know, them saying that it was a rotator cuff, him saying that it's his lat, and then the bird injury, the OS trigonome or whatever, the extra freaking toe or extra foot that he has on his, I don't know, whatever the hell it is. the extended bone, basically. But I'm just saying, it's just a lot of things that keep happening over and over and over again, just different things. Like, can we just, all I care about is let's diagnose it right, so that way we know how to treat it and then be able to then have a proper timetable so that then that player could come back, rather than, oh, it's this, or I don't know what it is. And I'm sure that the Yankees spend, I'm not saying that they don't spend money on this, but maybe that they do their best due diligence to be able to find out exactly what's going on with the player or whatever it is. Because if it's frustrating for the fans, you can already imagine for the player, it's super frustrating because
they want to play.
They want to play. Did you have any thoughts on that?
On Giancarlo Stanton, it's
I was
one of the ones that said, listen, man, something has to happen with the medical staff, because it's right now we're in May. We're literally in the middle of May, 2 weeks from June, and it's like it's still up in the air. Like we don't know exactly what to call it. It's like, hey, it's something. It's like, all right, so what is it? Like, what's going on? Why he can't get it going, but do more baseball activities and things like that. And it's rather annoying. And I know it's frustrating for Giancarlo, like you said, because again,
he got a second opinion from a different doctor too,
which is weird, bro. Like, if you're getting a second opinion, to me, when they say I'm getting a second opinion, is because you're not trusting the diagnosis of the previous doctor. So just the whole thing is just it's weird, man. And just get better, bro.
Yeah, just get better there. And Montgomery said that if everything goes well, that he should be pitching by August.
Yeah, I think we spoke about that on the
could be back
previous episode. And another, obviously, everybody knows because we saw him in game 2. Hicks obviously is back. Played his first game, 0 for 3, but and he also had an opportunity.
Strikeouts in there.
Yeah, he also had an opportunity to get an outfield assist, but he overthrew. I think it's just excitement getting back and everything.
Listen, I was chilling with Joe Hicks today, right? Aaron Hicks' brother. And shout out to Joe, Pinstripe Strong, let's go. And he was like, yeah, man, he's gonna have a moody car ride home today. I already know this, man. And I was just like, listen, man, just at this point, just tell him we just happy he back, baby, because it's like if he went 0 for 4, 0 for 5, whatever it is, he could have went 0 for 5, 5. Remember, Gary came back and he struck out 5 straight times, right? So, into four times the first game, and then to start off the next game, he struck out again. It was like, what the hell's going on? And then now look at him now. So it's
amazing.
To me, it's good. He told me that he said, I just want to see him hitting from the left side because I think he's locked in from the right side. And that was pretty interesting that he told me that, but it's locked in from the right side. He said, yeah, man, like he from the left side, like once he gets it going, that's when everything's clicking on all cylinders. And I'm like, okay, all right, let's see. So yeah, he didn't have any chances from the right side today, but from the left side, he'll have it there. But it was really nice seeing Aaron Hicks in center field once again.
It's just
and just having his arm. Yes, it is comforting.
Very comforting
out there. And
welcome back. And like you said with Ottavino and pocket change in the previous episode. I know we're referencing the previous episodes, but Hicks has a lot of pocket change.
And
I'll be honest, I wasn't on the Hicks train in the beginning. But listen, man, that guy works hard. Like I'm sorry, he definitely won me over 10 times over. Yeah. And it's just amazing how hard he kept working to the point that now he's a staple. Obviously he's going to be with us for the next 7 seasons.
Right.
And he's a staple in that lineup, leading off. And he's also a staple in center field. And listen, let's go. Let's get it. And obviously we got a new face as well. Kendrys Morales, Cuban pride, man. Listen, man. I never liked Kendrys Morales because he always used to kill us with the Angels
and Toronto.
But man, to have Kendrys Morales, it just makes the lineup look so awesome now. And obviously we don't have Stanton, we don't have Judge, we don't have Didi, but having Hicks and Kendrys Morales in there, especially losing Andujar, and that news came before we found out about Andujar. So
if the Yankees got him is because they knew that something like that was coming.
Exactly.
Right. So I had a feeling I'm like, either we're gonna get some really bad news in Giancarlo, which is gonna suck, or Andujar decided to get a surgery. Right. So it had to be, because if you're adding him, and by the way, you look at his season numbers, they're not impressive, but the guy has a good eye at the plate. He's a switch hitter, professional at bat, and you put him in there, and he could be able to be that guy. I was talking to Ram because Ram was with me at the game today.
So Ram,
Rams will fly, but he was with me at the game. He's like, "Yo, man, he got like a Luis Sojo kind of look." I'm like,
he does.
Yo, Kendry, we need a hit. And it's like, we used to say the same joke about Luis Sojo, where it's like he's sleeping at the end of the bench with like a heater next to him and like still drunk from the night before. And it's like, he'll be like, hey, Louis, we need a hit. And then he'll be like, still like drool on it. He'll just get up there and just get you a clutch hit.
A clutch hit. Man, the Mets hated him in 2000.
But I mean, I said Kendrys Morales, and by the way, I'm Dominican, so I was like, yo, Kendrys Morales is like that Dominican. He looks like that Dominican uncle that is like at all of the Dominican birthday parties, and he's like dancing the bachatas and the salsa with he got the shirt with the floral pattern, the shirt open down to the middle of the chest, and he's like, he got the drink in his hand, and he's still like not spilling not one drop of that drink, doing all the turns like nasty with it. And he's like, he probably in his day got the jerry curls and all that stuff. So I mean, that's basically what he did. Yeah. So close. But yeah, Kendrys Morales, he's definitely playing beer league.
That's his nickname. Kendrys So Glow Morales. So glow. Yo, but he's awesome, man. Switch hitter, like you said. He 2 walks today. Obviously, we'll get into it.
2 walks and a hit. 2 walks and a hit.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, he's a scary bat, and he's in our lineup. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this year he hasn't been that impressive at all. But I mean, he's a good
career. Don't care. He's in the Yankees lineup now. Let's get it.
All right. Well, yeah.
I'm excited for this signing. Obviously, not excited as to the reason, but excited that we were able to get him.
Yes. So, I mean, with this, I mean, do we have any other news? I don't know if you have.
No, that's it. Actually, that's pretty much it.
Nothing on Sevy, nothing on Didi. I think Didi's itching to come back. I think he's supposed to be coming back in like having a rehab assignment. But
Didi wanted to come back as soon as he got out of surgery. Like,
yeah,
that guy was like, I'm here. I'm done.
What? He was on the operating table. They're like, hello.
Taking grounders.
Taking grounders and shit. He was still taking grounders and scheduling his next BP session with the cast on his arm. We know, Didi, you are a soldier, but take your time.
Take your time, buddy. We need you. We need you for a long time.
Troy Tulowitzki, out of sight, out of mind. And anyway,
I forgot. That's messed up. I forgot Troy was on the team.
Yeah. Let's get into game one. This ended up being a 2-game series because Tuesday's game was also rained out.
Of course.
Yes, because that's what happens here. It just it's weird. If you're not from New York, if you're listening outside of New York, this is New York weather, okay? It's like the North Pole, then it turns into like summer, and then it turns into like a monsoon, and then it's like every single possible climate and season happens within a week.
I mean, knock on wood, the only thing we don't get here is like what, tornadoes?
I mean, I wouldn't. Well, yeah, because I think I don't know how that works, but I think.
I don't know how
because of the buildings and things like that. But a hurricane is a possibility.
Yeah, hurricane. Horrible. We played the game. We played 2 games today, and the first game was Hap versus Hess. Double H.
Yes. So Hap versus Hess, the toy truck, and they treated him that way. And basically, the first game of the doubleheader, you know what they say? Oh, you want to win the first game of the doubleheader, you don't want to get swept, or you want to win the first game because people usually split. How about we win both? And that's basically what we did today. Game 1 of the doubleheader, Hap came out. He got bit by the home run. I hate Mancini. I cannot stand Mancini's face. Okay, there's people that don't like their face, and he's just that guy that I just don't like his face. And Mancini's one of those guys, and he hit a home run and whatever, man.
I think he does it to spite you because he always does it for some reason. Always. You at least see 1 home run in a series with that guy.
Yeah, so we're down 1-0, and it's like, okay. And by the way, I'm trying to make it into the stadium. I'm trying to get parking. I'm trying to get to this game. I got some real cheap tickets today.
Awesome.
I got into the stadium for like, it's insane, like $16. And with where me and Ram sat, it was just like, what a deal. What a deal. But we got in and we were like, I'm looking at it like 2 games for the price of none, basically for $16. It's like they're like
free. That's almost free.
That's free, basically. So I mean, with that, after that happened, it's crazy because bottom of that same inning, you know, we talk about shutdown innings all the time. Gary Sanchez hits a freaking blast, 443 feet.
12 homers, field. 12 homers.
To the moon. Yes, 12 homers.
12, Yana.
12. 12.
That's crazy.
He's Gary Sanchez, comeback player. Just give him the award now. You guys are wasting your time. Give him the damn award now. They should do it at the All-Star break.
Yeah, seriously. He's been I'm not gonna say, can you even say a revelation? We already know what he could do, man. It's just that 2018 was a down year.
Off year, you know, inconsistent with injuries, you know, up and down.
Happens.
Yeah, so I mean it happens, but Hap, let's go. Let's get that shutdown inning. Struck out Rickard, allowed a single to Hanser. Man, these Orioles have some strange names. Hanser Alberto, and then struck out Chris Davis because
of course.
Man, I don't even think the man is batting his own weight. I don't even think he's batting his own weight right now.
I think I one pitch that Hap threw. I think he threw his bat and hope it hit. Hope it hit the ball. He struck out anyway.
The guy is up there praying for a hit. He sucks. And some dude named Austin Wins Doubles, hey, bro. These guys are. It's like guys that you just don't know. You just pick a name out of a hat, and that's it.
Yeah, it's like these
Austin wins
weirdos.
doubles, and there goes the shutdown inning. 2-1 Orioles.
Yeah. It was like, bro, we gave you the lead. We tied the game. Like, at least give us a shutdown inning so we could take the lead. Nah, I want you guys to work harder.
But this is the beginning of a Gleyber good day because Gleyber Torres is the star of the show, and Gleyber Torres makes it 2-2 with a homer. Okay, he ties it up because that is Gleyber Torres, Gleyber good, Gleyber day. Let's go. Great day for Gleyber Torres. One of 3 homers that he will hit on this day. We will get into that. But after 2 outs, also Cameron Maybin is first as a Yankee, hits a homer with 2 strikes and 2 outs. You know how I love those 2-out, 2 strikes hits. They're backbreakers for the other team, for the Hess toy truck, and he's not better than ever.
See, but can't stop. This year. Yo, Cameron Maven. See, this is why, like, when Cashman be finding these guys, these players, it's like they just been producing, bro. Look at Cameron Maven.
Yep.
That's why, I'm excited for Kendrys Morales and what he's gonna do. Cameron Maven with his first Yankee home run to make it 3-2, and we got the lead. Can Hap hold it, Joe?
Well, well, right?
About that.
In the 4th inning, Hap gave up the lead to Renato Nunez.
Another guy.
A homer to tie. It was a home run derby in Yankee Stadium early on. They got, then he got the next 3 to hold it at 3-3. Torres then homers again to regain the lead. Once again, home run derby. Yankees at this point have 4 homers in this game. 4. Okay? That's 4. Like, you might be able to win like a round in never mind. I was gonna say you can win a round in a home run derby, but maybe a little league home run derby.
Maybe.
So Hess brought the gasoline and he was exploding on the mound. Urshela, that's enough puns. Urshela reach on an error and then advance to third, because the Orioles suck. And then Tauchman follows up with a RBI. Please keep me at the major league level single.
Yeah. Tauchman was a 26 man. That guy does not want to go down, B.
You gotta have to go down, brother. But
sorry, friend.
Yes. So then, at that point in time, Hap ends up having coming in, I think, in the 6th inning, right?
No, he came up in the 5th. And obviously he shut it down because the Orioles didn't score for the rest of the game. Then they basically didn't bring him back.
He came out in the 6th and he got 1 out.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. He came up in the 6th, got 1 out, and then they took him out with 64 pitches.
Yeah, he had 64 pitches. Mancini was up, and then this is where a lot of the fan base was split, right? Because at this point, and we'll talk about this right now. I'm not sure. I think I know where you kind of stand, but we'll see right now. But I put up a Twitter poll, and I said, "Oh, now it changed, Chris."
Oh, it did. Who's on the lead right now? In the lead.
Oh man, that's just some bullshit. All right, so he said, I put Hap out of the game now after 64 pitches in 5 1/3. Good move or bad? The first game of a straight doubleheader. I know that he gave up 3 runs and 2 homers. By the way, comment your thoughts. And I mean, so far, 1,192 people voted. 51% said it's a good move. 49% saying, why not save the pen? But, and even Hap coming off of the mound, Hap, like when Boone came out to come get him, Hap came up there and he was like, this is by Lindsay Adler, by the way. She said, J.A. Hap was asked when Aaron Boone came out to get him after 64 pitches. He said, I just wanted to make sure he remembered we had a doubleheader today. That's a good stuff.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
So yeah, I mean, okay, so the fan base was obviously split on this. But what are your thoughts on this, Chris?
You really want to know?
I fucking ask you.
At first, my first reaction was he has 64 pitches.
Okay.
My next reaction was we got the best bullpen in baseball. And we can't sweep unless we win the first game. And being that Mancini already crushed him, guys like, what's this guy's name? Let me see. Nunez basically was coming up and crushed him too. You don't want to take any chances with a two-run. It was a 2-run lead around that time.
Yeah.
So basically, we got to take a chance, and we got to put in our bullpen boppers in there and get, And I understand that we had a second game, but he's our ace. Herman is our ace, man, and we needed him to be our ace, especially with a team like Baltimore, a weak team like Baltimore. You expect Herman to go deep into the game, and obviously, even though we ended up having to use Britton and Chapman, but they didn't really pitch that much. They didn't really do much in the first game, so I'm fine. I'm fine with the move. I know you're not fine with the move.
Well, I mean, I could see both sides of the coin, right? So I understand Yankees have just had 2 off days, right? Yankees have just had 2 off days. The guys have had rest. Tomorrow's another off day. That's more of a that's the issue there, right? Where you have the off days there, you got to use these guys, of course. I understand the perspective of let's get the win, right? Let's just go out there and get the win rather than kind of trying to play this game of of whatever. But the way that I was kind of looking at it was, and I guess this is why, and you know what, there's no right or wrong here and this is why Boone is paid to make those kind of tough decisions, right? So it really does depend on, just the managers go with your damn gut. At that point in time, he felt, you know what, from what I'm seeing from Hap, 64 pitches, go out and get him. The way that I was looking at it was, shit, if you've got 64 pitches, this is the first game of a doubleheader. Why not try to squeeze some more out of him and try to get him just to be able to see, because you don't know what's going to happen in game 2. So that way your bullpen is not compromising. You have more guys. But I do get the perspective of like, let's just secure the damn win. There are people out there that would have complained either way. They would have complained if Boone would have left them in and we would have lost. They would have complained if Boone would have took them out and we would have and I guess the
bullpen would have gotten rocked
or whatever it is. So at the next day, you can't make decisions thinking about people in the stands or Boone is going to be sitting with them. So I get it, but I just looked at it as like, let's just kind of let's see how much more we could get from Hap. There's nobody on base. He already got 1 out in the inning. Of course, it's, a guy that just took him deep, which is Mancini, that fucked on base. You still got a 2-run lead, so Mancini can't tie the game there. Why not take it batter to batter there, right?
I don't want him facing Mancini, man. I just don't.
And I get it, he didn't, whatever Mancini, whatever. I'm just saying take it batter to batter, but I do understand the other side of the point or whatever it is, so there's no problem with that. I that's why the whole fan base is kind of split on that. I don't want to say the whole fan base because not everybody voted.
The millions and millions of votes.
The people that did vote, I mean, that's why things are kind of split 50-50, and it's been kind of teetering between 51-49 and then going the other way 51-49 and then 50-50, so it's like it's kind of there. But
it's half and half. And I'm sorry, I kind of lost it there.
No, it's cool. Didn't even notice. But really, the story there with the pitching, the pen came in and was nails from Ottavino to Canely to Britton to Chapman. They were nasty. They allowed only 2 hits, no runs. It was, 2, 4, 6, 7 strikeouts.
3 and 2/3 innings too. So 3 and 2/3 innings, 2 hits, 7 Ks. Hap had a modest line, 5 1/3, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 Ks, 2 home runs.
So the Penn crew coming through, and then that's Yankees won that game 5-3.
Chapman,
Shut it there.
Chapman is on a roll, man.
He's on a roll. He's looking good. He's looking really good.
Wow. That guy, I don't know. He's on a mission, B. He's on a mission to be the best. He's trying to get that Mariano Rivera award today.
Yeah,
this year.
10 saves, 2.30 ERA, looking good, looking good.
My
favorite stat from today out of the pen. No walks. Love that.
Haps, no walks either. No walks for Haps.
Yeah, no walk for anybody in the
pitching staff. Yeah.
Game,
Sanchez 2 hits with a home run, 1 RBI and a walk. Frazier 1 hit, 2 Ks. Torres 2 hits, 2 home runs for the Prince of the Bronx. 2 RBIs, 2 runs. Maven, the Prince that was promised. Maven first home run as a Yankee, 1 RBI, 1 run, 1 K. And Tauchman 1 hit, 1 RBI, scored the last got the RBI for the last Yankee run.
Nice.
Awesome all-around game.
Game 2 of the doubleheader. Herman came in, and by the way, in this game, and me and Herman, we're pretty cool, and he's great with me, bro. It's like I like to speak to him. He talks back and stuff like that. Most people, they just ignore in the DMs, like Glaber and stuff like that. He talks to me sometimes, but Herman has we have full-fledged conversations kind of thing. And
that's awesome,
we'll be on Instagram, and sometimes I'll go on his live and he'll invite me onto his live and stuff like that. I think I talked about that in the last podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I was there, I seen him there, and I was with Rem, like, yo, Herman's out there, whatever, he's about to pitch, he's getting ready. He's like, yo, you want to go down? I'm like, at first I'm like, I don't really want to bother him. He's like, nah, fuck that shit, let's go down. So I went down there, and I guess I seen him. I said, he caught me, he was looking into the stands, and he seen me, and he just looked down and he smiled, and he just came around and he jumped up and he gave me a pound. He's like, hey man, and I said, and in Spanish I was like, hey, what's up, man? Like de lo mío, all this shit, and then he just kept on. He kept on running because he had to get ready for the game, obviously. But guys, it was his right hand, so that's his pitching hand.
I was just about to say that, Joe, that you give him the power.
I think I may have helped. Okay, so I want half a win. Okay, maybe this is my first major league half a win. I want credit. I want credit. But seriously, I mean, he was really cool. He came by. He even threw a ball to me. He gave me the ball that he was warming up with, and I gave it to this little girl that was there.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then we went back and we went to go watch this game. And Herman came out and did his job, and he was actually going up against what the hell is that guy's name?
Andrew Kashner.
Kashner, yes. So he was going up against Kashner, who for some reason sometimes dominates the Yankees, sometimes doesn't, sometimes does, and it's kind of surprising sometimes when he does. But Herman in this game, 7 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 8 Ks, and he's been amazing. Penn was nasty today too, but Yankees today just kind of did just enough in this game to be able to just win this game.
Yeah, and going back to the previous, obviously Herman had to be Herman, the ace of this year. So he was just nails today, man. That guy was pounding strikes. He was not playing around, and that's why the game felt like it was just cruising.
Well, by the way, the first game, I forgot to mention this. The first game was let me see. The first
5-3?
Well, no,
you mean the time?
2 hours, 12 minutes. Insane. I never ever been to a Major League Baseball game where the game was a 2 hour, 12-minute game ever. That was crazy.
This game was about 2 hours and change too.
Yeah, 2 hours, 29 minutes. That was crazy. That was crazy to me. I was flabbergasted, if you want to use that word.
Yeah, it was definitely amazing.
But I mean, Herman and Kashner traded zeros into the third, and then DJ ended up breaking up the no-hitter, I guess, if you want to call it that. I don't think you're allowed to call it a no-hitter until after the fifth inning. But with a single, and then Kashner had a little scare there, but then stood in the game after he got hit with the ball because he hit him with the ball. So
Yeah,
and
it wasn't the glove hand. It wasn't the glove hand, but for some reason it felt like a lot of pain.
Yeah.
So yeah. So, and then of course, and obviously obviously it's it's easy to say it now, but I'm like I think the Yankees got to take advantage right now because he's thinking about that little minor injury or whatever it was, and Luke Voigt did not waste any time.
And you know what, Luke Voigt ended up breaking up the zip 0-0 tie, making it 1-0 Yankees there with the RBI double to be able to score DJ from first base. But that's actually Voigt's first. He's been slumping on the low, right?
He's been slumping. We talked about it, like look, boy, we get out of it and everything like that. He kind of came out of it a little bit, then he went back into it. 0 for 20, 0 for his last 22 at bats. Man.
I didn't even know this before Katie Stats actually tweeted it out, and she said Voigt's first hit since a first inning home run May 6th versus Seattle. It's been a long time, quite a bit, like a bit of a long time before he got a hit.
Yeah, that was a very bad stretch, and he said it. He told Meredith, he was like, it's not that I was losing confidence because I know I could do it.
Yeah,
it's just I just needed to get my timing right. And we always say a happy Voigt is a great Voigt.
Yes, but in the fourth inning, the Prince who was promised, Gleyber Torres, Mr. Gleyber Good himself, homers again, 8th of the year to make it 2-0 Yankees. That's his third homer of the day.
Yep.
He 3 homers. Gleyber Torres, man, May is his month. He did this the last May also. He went on a power surge last year. So hopefully this continues and this trend continues. He does. He actually ends even better.
And we need him.
No,
we need. I mean, but see. Because obviously, if you're doing, obviously you got to focus when you're slumping, whether it's where you're bad, you got to make sure that your defense is top notch. He's been balanced. Like that guy, obviously his bat's been on fire, but his defense been on point too at shortstop.
Oh no, it has. He's been looking really good and really comfortable.
Yeah, super comfortable.
Good.
Vizquel Jr. right now, he's looking like a
Gleyber. Some people call him Gleyber.
Stop.
But anyway, a pretty good company. Gleyber Torres actually joins Joe DiMaggio as the only Yankees 22 or younger to homer 3 times in a day.
That's amazing. And then we didn't really do anything. The talk reaches on an error, but nothing else happened in the fourth.
Yeah, but in the 5th inning, Orioles got to Herman, but he limited the damage, which I did like. So he only ended up allowing 1 run, which was on a sac fly. I thought Hicks, I was standing up. I was so hyped to see Hicks, unload that throw. And he threw it. I think he would have got him out if it was like straight right at the cat, like an accurate normal Hicks throw. But it was up the line a bit, up the third baseline a bit, and then that's why he ended up being safe. But nonetheless, he limited the damage, which is the important part.
And I think that but again, I think it's just basically coming back first time. That was his first play, and it baseball has a funny way of finding you, so it did find them. But we got at Frazier for his nonsensical, just crazy plays, dumb plays in the outfield. And you mentioned something that you said that Frazier basically is out there after the game or before the game, and just training and practicing, making sure that he gets better and improve in the right field. When Wilkerson hit the ball hard, and it should have been a double, but he played it well off the wall.
Very, very well.
Yeah, played it well off the wall. It shot a laser to second base, basically to limit to a single.
That was big.
That was really big, especially how the inning turned out. Rio Ruiz, another name. He hit the ball hard too, which it should have been second and third. With 2 men on second and third, but he limited Ruiz to a single as well. Wilkerson moved to third, but and again, the way that the inning played out, it would have been a lot worse. And Frazier, he's getting a lot better out there.
So Luke Voigt went all those days without getting hits, and then in the 7th inning, Thairo Estrada, who is, you got to roll your R's.
You got to roll your R's now for Thairo.
Twice for Thairo. Estrada, okay? Doubles, and then he scores on a Luke Voigt single. Luke Voigt ended up getting 3 hits in this game, 3 consecutive hits after not getting a hit since
in his last 22. So you know he's
exactly.
happy. You know he's happy right now.
Happy. So I mean, it was very good there. Herman had a bases loaded jam, and even him, he could have probably ended up going longer. I do agree with taking him out here.
Yeah.
At 80 something pitches, 81 pitches or so.
Mhm.
I do agree with taking him out there. He did work his ass off in that 7th inning to try to get out of it. If you don't know, he loaded the bases. He had bases loaded in that situation with 2 outs, got out of that situation, and then was able to, kind of
He definitely
line there.
Yeah, he definitely showed me something, man. There was even though Chris Davis got a hit off him there because he threw a breaking pitch, but it was a 3-1 count, and he threw a breaking pitch for a strike. I'm like, bro, you have balls, man.
Yeah.
and again, I know Chris Davis got a hit off him, but the fact that he just listen, I'm gonna beat you no matter what.
Yeah.
I don't care what the count is. I'm gonna strike you out or I'm gonna get you out one way or another. Man, that's my ace right now.
No, absolutely. I mean, he is definitely the ace. And speaking of aces, the inside, and you know what? Yes, actually put this up where they put inside the numbers through the first 9 games of the season. Severino last year, 6-1, 2.14 ERA, 185 batting average against, 238 on base percentage or opponent on base percentage. Domingo Germán through the first 9 games, 8-1, 2.50, 0.79 batting average against, and a 241 opponent on base percentage. It's basically Severino Jr. that was made from last year to this year to basically soften the blow. Oh my God, I wish we had both of these guys in the lineup in the freaking starting pitching
in the starting pitching staff. That will be but then it goes back to what I said. Like, if there's so many things, there's so many things that's going on right now that if they wasn't going that way, we would have been, I'm bald right now. I would have been ripping my hair from somewhere, my beard or something, because obviously with the loss of Severino is a major loss. With the loss of Andujar is a major loss. And Sevi obviously could still come back, but it's a long process for him to get better, to get back into game shape and everything. And Domingo Germán is just like, hey guys, don't worry, I got it.
I definitely got
it. Urshela, I got it. DJ LeMahieu, I got it. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, I love this freaking attitude, man. And when these guys come back, they're gonna get into that attitude. They're gonna get into that same mode. It's like, hey, don't worry, you guys held it down. We here. Yep. It's 10 games over 500, bro.
Absolutely. And Domingo Germán on being the first pitcher, in the major leagues to have 8 wins. And he says, it feels good that I'm getting the job done. But at the same time, this doesn't mean that I take my foot off the pedal. The job at hand is much bigger and concentration is key. I love that shit.
Verbatim.
I love that shit. Yeah, he basically told Marlon Abreu, hey, papa, muévete para allá. And he said it in English just like that.
Just like that. Verbatim.
So, anyway, enter the bullpen, and then the bullpen does its job once again. Britton comes in, and Britton looks really good. He lowers his ERA now to 2.79 ERAs. Yankees end up striking, and of course the Orioles suck. But they end up striking out 12 Orioles. Britton and Chapman 2 each, and I mean, the bullpen again only allows 1 hit, no walks. Once again, in the 2 games, the Yankees allow 1 walk.
Amazing.
Which is great. And that's good. Chapman comes in and he just money, bro. I was telling Joe Hicks, I was like, yo, Chapman looks like he's like the cool. He's like, yo, man, you have no idea. This guy's like the coolest guy. And he's like, yo, I told him, I'm like, yo, he just looks like money, bro. He's like, yeah, he does, right? It's like, yeah. He's just like, well dressed, always fitted, always groomed, always well groomed. The man is out there doing, taking care of business. The man just looks like money, and he's pitching like money, and I love that. Good shit, Chapman. Keep it going.
That's our closer, and a special guest in the game, right, Joe?
Special guest.
There was a special guest in the game, the Hall of Famer.
Oh yes, of course.
Mariano Rivera.
And you know what? Maybe
number
this
42.
Is why, yes, number 42. Maybe this is why the pen was pitching so well as an ode to him. Mo Rivera was in this. I mean, I love Mariano Rivera. He's my favorite Yankee of all of them. And I love all of them.
We were there for his last game in Yankee Stadium.
Yes.
We cried. We cried.
I did.
Definitely cried. I mean, come on. Like, why would they do that? Why would they have Andy Pettitte and Jeter take him out the game? I ain't had no napkins.
Exactly.
It was great seeing him there. He was smiling, having a good time, pumped his fist when Chapman was just pumping hundreds. All around, it was just a great game and a great series for the Yankees. I did say that we had to sweep, and technically, ladies and gentlemen, this is a sweep.
This is a sweep. Yes, the Yankees win yet another series. And what do? We're going to go ahead and update. The Yankees actually have won now, dating back to the series against the Red Sox. And I'm holding my little mouse pad right now looking. The Yankees have won 1, 2, 3
out of 9.
8. Thank you, Chris.
8 out of 9. Because I know it was 7 out of 8.
Away from me, man. 8 out of 9 series right now. So great job, New York Yankees. And they move to 10 games over 500. That is the goal that we made. Let's get to 500. Let's get to 5 games over 500. Now, let's get to 10 games over 500. And we are 10 games over 500 right now. Now, the next goal is 15 games over 500. So we get to 15 games over 500. Once you get to 20, you're sitting pretty.
You're sitting pretty.
Yes,
definitely.
Yeah, you continue to do that from there, and then you can continue to grow. But one of the things that I did want to do, Chris, since this is a 2-game series, you probably have a little bit of time here. So there were some questions. As I did put out a Q&A, and people want to hear our opinions on a couple of things here. So I want to be able to get us a couple of questions. So
let's do it.
What?
I said let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. So let's see here. So we have one person says, his name is Alex Marcantonio, 1992. That's on Instagram. And he says, when Stanton comes back, who goes? Probably Clint gets sent down, right?
Jeez, really? Clint?
No. I mean, in my opinion, all right. First and foremost, to me, anybody that is not right now playing has to be, in my mind, out of sight, out of mind until they're actually in pinstripes playing, right? So now, for the sake of this question, at least that's how I've been taking it this year. That's how I've been conditioned to take it this year because of all the injuries, right? So instead of me thinking about who's on the injured list, I'm just kind of focusing on who are the players that are actually playing. But I guess in this case, you don't really have I'm probably not sending down Clint. I mean, if he's really struggling, then yes, maybe, but I'd probably be letting go of Kendrys Morales at that point in time. The reason why Morales was signed was because it's going to be some time before Stanton actually comes back, and he's a DH type, right? So if Giancarlo's going to DH, and of course he could play left field and things like that, I'm not getting rid of Maben. I'm sorry. I'm not getting rid of Maben.
Wait, no, we're not. I don't think Maben should go anywhere. He doesn't have any options, obviously, and if we put him out there on waivers, somebody's going to snatch him up, especially the way that he's been playing with us.
Yeah,
defense and offense as well. I don't want to. I mean, I know Frazier would be the easy answer because he does have some options, but I don't know, man. I think he's been. I don't know, man. It's going to be. It's a good problem to have, obviously, because you do want Stanton back, but
well, Stanton's when he comes back, he's gonna play. But
he's gonna play. It's just that
it's just I look at it as like you don't have why does it have to be Clint Frazier?
I wouldn't want it to be Clint because again, Stan's gonna
Yeah, so I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be Clint. At that point in time, it'll probably be like Kendrys Morales, because you don't really Yankees don't really owe him anything, really.
Yeah, we don't really owe Kendrys, but I mean,
Unless he's killing, he's like old, like really killing and going
he's
by
gonna
like
kill.
90.
He's gonna kill, man.
He hasn't been doing that this year, so I'm
But
not gonna
he's
fall
gonna
into that yet. I gotta see it.
Joe. He's gonna kill.
I gotta see it. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying.
Sucked this year, honestly. He has.
All right, he could suck. But he was sucking with Oakland.
Yeah.
You got that short porch. You got that short porch now.
So, I get it, but I gotta see it with him. I'm not.
I mean, he did very good. He had like over 20 home runs in Toronto.
I get it, but Clint got more pocket change with me than what Kendrys Morales does.
But
so
I don't think Clint would be a choice. I don't think Clint is gonna be.
Who else would you send down then?
Is Tauchman being sent down there right now?
He's already, he was a 26 guy, so he's out of here.
But wait, do we have an extra spot right now? Because we lost Loizaga. Well, no, I guess Kendrys Morales. Well, Loizaga was moved to the 60-day IL for Morales. We lost Andujar. Well, I don't know. They'll figure it out. That's what they get paid. They get paid the big bucks. Personally, I wouldn't go Frazier, but
yeah, I mean, you have 4 outfielders right now. You've got Clint, Gardner, Maben, Hicks. Morales is a DH first baseman. LeMahieu could play first. Voit could play first. You don't, unless you're gonna send down Estrada. You want to send down Estrada? You could do that, I guess. If you
we could send down Estrada.
If you want to send down Estrada, or if you want to have one less pitcher.
Is Joe Harvey still up?
No.
Okay, Joe Harvey's not up.
No, he's not up.
So the bullpen right now is Ottavino, Chapman, Britton.
Bullpen right now.
Green.
Chance Adams.
Okay. Oh, because I'm not Chance Adams.
Right, but the Yankees like to have a certain amount of pitchers in there. Now, let's see how many start. They have 1, 2. After the 5 starters, they have Ottavino, Canely. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have 9 in the pen right now.
9 in the pen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess they could send down 1.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
But I think that, you know what? I don't know I don't know who's the 26 guy right now. So I'm gonna be very.
Tauchman's the 26 guy.
All right. So because right now I mean, you can't have a 14-man pitching staff. That sounds
that's what I'm saying. I don't know. It doesn't have to be the offense right now.
Nestor Cortez Jr.
Hey, goodbye.
And,
goodbye.
Yeah, Tauchman is the 26 guy because I don't even see him on the 25.
Yeah, he's not on the 25.
So I mean, Nestor Cortez Jr. You could do that. You could send out a pitcher, I guess.
Yeah, you can send out a pitcher. But again, it's ways away.
It is ways away.
Let's talk about Didi coming back. Like he's the one that's probably out like right now on the field training.
He'll probably come back. So then that's a good question.
That's a very good question. I think for Didi, Thairo Estrada will go down. I think for Didi.
Okay.
So question number 2.
Question number 2. This one's from Twitter.
Hello, Twitter.
Let's see here. Okay, so we have my Twitter DM in the place. All right. We have this one's from Connor O'Donnell, and he says, most important Yankee and why? Well, the most. Well, I'll let you go first, Chris.
Really? The most important Yankee right now or overall?
Right now.
Right now. Herman.
I was gonna say Herman too.
Herman. I think Herman. See, when it comes to me, and maybe for everyone, an ace sets the tone, especially at home, because they're the first ones out there. Obviously, they're the ones that got to throw the pitch, the pitch over the plate. And I think what he's been able to do this season, as someone who had a hard time last year, because nobody wanted to see that guy on the mound because he would start and then he would just unravel, sent down and all that. It was just a rocky rock. And it's funny, I forgot what was, I didn't see, I forgot the numbers, but it was before Herman became a dad and after he became a dad. And how he's just been money right now. 8-1, 2.5 ERA. He's just been amazing. He's my starter for the American League All-Star for the American League in the All-Star game. And again, he goes out there, he keeps the defense on its toes because he's not there thinking, he's not there nibbling, he's throwing strikes, he's pounding strikes. So when the defense is good and feeling good, making plays, they're gonna come out, feel confident, and the offense is gonna take over. And they want to win for this guy, man, because he's not out there just wasting time, and complaining and saying why me. And
I don't know anybody that has that kind of mentality anyway, the why me mentality. But I mean,
and exactly my point, that he's not out there like Sonny Gray.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, but who am I? Let me see. I'm trying to think about maybe somebody else that would be like that would have that most important Yankee kind of moniker, because on the offensive side, like, everybody's kind of picked up the other person's slack. When Gleyber was struggling, Voit picked it up. Giorgella has been kind of like that constant force. You know what? I'll say DJ LeMahieu, because what he's done, I mean, he's hitting over 4. I think it's like over 450 that he's running.
438 last time I seen.
He's been everything, a consummate professional, everything you want and more. He's played all infield positions already. First, second, third. Well, no, he hasn't.
Not shortstop or catcher.
Well, I mean, when they shift, but he's played first, second, and third very well, and he's out there wherever you put me to play, man. I'm just here to drive these guys in. That's what I'm here to do.
Yep.
I guess DJ LeMahieu has been, throughout this turmoil, and of course Voit and Gleyber and Giorgella, all of them. But I think that he's been like the most consistent, constant force. With all of them, and he struggled. Also, he had like a little blip where he did struggle.
Yeah.
And his batting average just had to come down from the 400s. So he ended up hitting like a normal human being for a little while, and then he went back to being who he is, which is DJ LeMahieu, and he's always serving up hits on the menu, and that's just what he's doing. And he's that's my DJ.
Go DJ. That's my DJ. Go DJ. He had one hit today, but he's still my DJ.
Yes, so it's good. So I mean, it's with that, let me see if I could take one more question.
Uno más.
Yeah,
let's go.
One more question here, and then we'll.
That was a great pick, though. That was a great pick, Joe. Good job.
Let's see one question. All right, here we go. Let's see. Do you think that when Miguel Andujar, this guy's name is Milk.Cereal.
That's a great name.
Statical Mercury. He says, do you think when Miguel Andujar gets back next year, do you think that third base will still be his position or no? And there's another follow-up question after that with somebody else, Caleb Klein, who says, with Miggy out now, could you see the Yankees trying to bring in another veteran infielder in case Urshela doesn't work out for the rest of the season? First of all, Urshela is the man, okay? So he's going to continue doing this for the foreseeable future, and if not, then Thairo Estrada's there. But to the first question, yes, that is his position. I mean, there were people today in the stands. There was somebody that came up to me today, right? And he actually said, you know what? I just don't want Andujar back, man. Like, just don't come back, because it's. I'm like, bro, like, don't lose sight of who the hell this guy is, man. Like, this guy's a contact hitter. He doesn't strike out much. He a 300 hitter with 27 homers. I mean, I get the defense part, and I guess he's still developing in that area. But let's not forget that he should have won the Rookie of the Year last year. And you just don't give up and punt on those guys. So yes, he is my guy for next year. I don't know what the recovery time is for this kind of labrum surgery, but hopefully he can be able to come back and be the guy that he was, because him striking out how he was now, that's not who he is. But what do you think, Chris?
Yep.
Okay. All right. And
no, yeah, that was silly. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what the heck is going on. It's silly to even think and forget about what Andujar.
I don't understand how people could just forget, like, what the hell Andujar has done, like, honestly. But I mean, it just don't pay any mind to that. Andujar is the Yankees' third baseman going forward. Hopefully Urshela, is great, and great for the Yankees. I'm going to continue rooting for him, in the pinstripes, of course. But
So sorry, I don't know what's going on over here.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with your audio today, but it's whatever. But the Pinstripe Strong performer of the Gleyber Torres. I'm just gonna put it out there. Gleyber Torres is when you hit 3 home runs in the same day, okay, which is basically the entire series. And you're the Pinstripe Strong performer of the series. Gleyber Torres, Gleyber good, 3 today on Gleyber Day. Thank you so much for what you have done for this team.
Yeah, that's almost unanimous, right?
Yeah, but
that's almost you
can't pick him.
Yeah, I can't pick him anymore. The first Pinstripe Strong performers of the game.
You can only choose one.
No, I gotta choose 2 this
time.
You
can't choose 2. You gotta choose one.
Come on, let's break the rules.
Nope. Pick one.
All right. Void. Void is my guy, man. Yeah. Void is my guy. Void is my guy. 3 for 4, 2 RBIs. Got out of that funk. Got out of the slums, and show that he's Luke. I want it. I could say Herman too.
How do you give it to Herman? Like, Herman was the guy. Like, in the second,
it's the award is performer of the series, man. I gotta give it a Void.
But Void didn't do shit in the first one. What the hell? Like, what about when I gave it to Paxton before? Remember when Paxton
Yeah, you're right. You know what? All right. I'll take it back. No, I'll take it back. Don't cut this. Do not cut this out.
Nope, I'm not gonna let you sell me. I'm not gonna let you get sold by me. You chose him. That's it. Oh,
no, that's why I said Cole.
You're out. Out. You rounded third, and you're trying to slide it to home. And I'm like, there used to be this umpire. His name was Charlie Rutherford.
Rutherford.
He's like right at home plate, and he'll circle you. He'll like at home plate. You'll slide in, he'll circle you like around the whole home plate, and he'll look at you in your face, and he'll say, "Oh!"
Ever since Charlie Rutherford, like, we don't hear from him anymore. The umps suck, B.
Yeah,
well, the umps suck. Yeah. So that's my guy, Void.
Who's your you suck? You suck. You
trash.
Fuck.
What?
Performer of the series.
I don't know where you got "you suck" from.
I don't know.
You trash.
It is the "you trash." I don't know.
I'm gonna give it a Joe for forgetting that it's "you trash."
I think I deserve that, right?
Yeah, you kind of deserve it. I'm gonna give it a Joe. He's 0 for 2. It's funny. I wasn't even thinking about you try, because it's a short series, so it's like, is it really fair?
I know.
You know what? Because so people won't think I'm biased. I'm gonna give it a DJ LeMahieu. He only had 1 hit all series. Defense was, obviously defense is always top notch, but he really didn't do much. He had an opportunity to get another RBI because he hates seeing runners on base. But I think he struck out. I think that's what it was, or he grounded out. But yeah, it wasn't a fun series for DJ, but I'm sure he's gonna pick it up. Obviously, I'm not really worried about DJ or anything. How about you?
Okay, I am giving it to Gardner. He didn't even get on base this whole series, this whole day. Didn't even get on base.
He only played. Well, he pinch hit
Came in
he came in for defense in the second game. He didn't play the second game.
He did get an at bat, and he did nothing. Okay, so I'm blaming him. You got to get it. Somebody got to get it, and it's got to be you, Gardner. You are batting under 200 right now. Let's get it going, man. And now, you know what? Now with Hicks back, he'll get some rest, more rest days. I don't know how much rest you need. He had two back-to-back days off, and then tomorrow a day off, I guess.
Yeah, he needs some rest.
Yeah,
he definitely needs some rest, Gardy.
Yes, but I mean that's it. It's I mean, you got anything else to say, Chris? I feel like we said everything.
Yeah, we got a day off tomorrow. The guys are gonna, relax, chill. Tampa's coming into town, and once again, I don't know, did they win? It was 1-0 against them. They're probably yeah. So we're half game back. So again, who wins the series wins first place.
Oh yeah,
2 out of 3 for me. How about you, John?
Let's do this. I believe 2 out of 3. I don't know what the pitching matchups are for next series.
I know. Snell gets the second game, if I'm not mistaken.
It's CC the first game, Tanaka the second against Snell, and then
so a second game.
The Yankees have a
Charlie Morton
on Sunday versus Charlie Morton. So I don't know.
And Charlie Morton so far has been the best pitcher this year.
Yeah. Well, Glasnow was, and then
my bad. I forgot they have Glasnow. So Glasnow, so it's like there've been like he's
on the IL though. He's
on the IL 1A 1B right now because Charlie Morton's been money for them with a 2 point and change ERA. But again, let's just do the same thing to Snell. We got the map out, and see what we could do against Morton. And try to get better with this bullpen shit that they have going on, please.
What bullpen shit?
The opener.
Oh yes! Oh my God! Yes! For sure. So let's go ahead and win this game, win this series. The Yankees win this series 2-0 sweep. Swept the birds out of. I named this shit Duck Hunt just because I love the game and I'm thinking about a bird and flying and just shooting the birds out of the sky. So anyway, whatever.
And we were the dog. We were the dog too.
Yes, we were the dog. We were dogging them out. But not for nothing. I mean, it's let's go ahead. Let's get the series win. That's all we got to do against the Rays. Make sure if you guys haven't already, subscribe to the podcast. Leave us a 5-star review wherever you do listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Follow Chris on Twitter and Instagram. And like I always say, make sure you guys do keep your pinstripes on and keep them strong. And let's go Yankees, man. Peace.
You're going to say